So why did you want to sit down today? Tell me a little bit more about that.
um, well, in 2018, there were some complaints about me and an article about me, and at that moment, I just thought I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to pause. Did not seem like the right time to say anything. Um, there were people that were upset with me, and I needed to listen.
Welcome into this beautiful world where everything is going great, everything is going good, and nobody is doing nothing too shady. Psych!
That's suspicious.
Welcome to reality where not everything is roses and daisies. And today we're looking into James Franco's case. Welcome everybody to the Guccino's Bazaar, and I am your host, Ziguccino. How you doing?
How you doing?
Are you ready for this one? It's going to be epic! And before we dive right in the middle of the storm, let's have a quick look at the rise and fame of Mr. James Franco and all of his achievements. James Franco is an American actor and filmmaker born in 1978. His very first apparition was on a television commercial for Pizza Hut featuring an Elvis Presley. That, with multiple apparitions as a guest in many shows, got him a leading role in the NBC television series Freaks and Geeks. From there, he went on to make Whatever It Takes in 2000 and the biographical film James Dean in 2001. And that got him a Golden Globe Award. With this new fame, Franco found out that he could start playing in bigger sets, bigger movies, bigger shows, bigger money, and his face was literally everywhere. Many products that you might think of, for example, like Gucci. So in 2002, he appears in Sunny, City by the Sea, and of course you were waiting for it, in the superhero movie Spider-Man in the role of the hero's best friend and the villain's son, Harry Osborn. This movie was such a success, it grossed $822 million worldwide. Guess what happened? They had to make a second one. So that was followed by the Spider-Man, the second one in 2004, and this one did a little bit less, but still made $783 million worldwide. And with that comes the third one, Spider-Man, the third, in 2007, and worldwide it did $891 million. He also appeared in other movies during those years like The Ape, The Great Raid, Annapolis, Tristan and Isolde, Flyboys, The Wicker Man, The Holiday, Knocked Up, and Good Time Max. And during those years, Franco started to volunteer at the Art of the Elysium charity and has taught film classes at numerous schools. Then, in 2008, he appears in one of my favorite movies ever, Pineapple Express, with his best bud, Seth Rogen. And that got him a second Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy, and awarded High Times Magazine Stoner of the Year. With that, he also wins the Independent Spirit Award for the Best Supporting Actor in the same year. Hey, just making sure you subscribe and hit that like button. Do it! He made an appearance in SNL in 2008, and in general, after all of this fame and experience in the industry, he became a world-class actor. And I classify his movies and TV shows into two categories, the good ones and then the super good ones. And in the first category, he appeared in movies and TV shows such as 30 Rock, Date Night, Howl, The Minute to Win It, The Green Hornet, The Letter, About Cherry, The Night Stalker, The Child of God, I Am Michael, The True Story, 11/22/63, The Deuce, King Cobra, and Alien Covenant. Then, for the really good ones, we got Milk in 2008, Eat, Pray, Love, 127 Hours, where he wins an Independent Spirit Award for that one too. Then he acted in The Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Oz the Great and Powerful, This Is the End, The Spring Breakers, The Interview, which played a role in the world diplomatic relations between the United States and North Korea, Then you also got Why Him, Sausage Party, and The Disaster Artist that got him a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor Motion Picture Musical or Comedy in 2017. But throughout all of his success, in 2014, a 17-year-old girl came out with some screenshots of alleged messages between her and Franco when she was still 17 on Instagram. The messages showed that Franco, then aged 35, tried to meet her in a hotel room even after she told him that she was 17 years old. And also, he sent multiple photos of him to prove his identity. Franco admitted on Live with Kelly and Michael that he had written the messages. Though the actions were illegal as the age of consent in New York is 17, he was subject of media backlash due to the wide age gap. He initially responded to the scandal by tweeting, "I hope the parents keep their teens away from me. Thank you."
I mean, I guess, I'm embarrassed, and I guess I'm just a model of, how social media is tricky. It's a way people meet each other today. But what I've learned, I guess just because I'm new to it, it's like you don't know who's on the other end. You meet somebody in person and you get a feel for them, but you don't know who you're talking to. And,
right.
So I use bad judgment, and I learned my lesson. But unfortunately, in my position, I have a very good life, but not only do I have to go through the embarrassing kind of rituals of meeting someone, sometimes if I do that, then it gets, published for the world. So now, it's like doubly embarrassing.
At the end of 2017, Franco, at 40 years old, says he's going to slow down to focus more on himself. Then, during the 2018 Golden Globe Awards, James Franco wore a Time's Up pin in solidarity with the Me Too movement to protest sexual harassment against women. His pin drew so much critic on social media from another actress by the name of Ali Sherry, who hinted that she quit acting because of James Franco. Another former girlfriend by the name of Violet Paley also alleged that he once forced her while they were dating to perform in a car, if you know what I mean. Then on 2018, the New York Times canceled a planned event with Franco. Literally the next day after getting canceled, he went on the Late Tonight with Stephen Colbert and said that the accusations made towards him were not totally accurate.
I have no idea what I did to Ali Sheedy. I directed her in a play off Broadway. I had nothing but a great time with her. Total respect for her. I have no idea why she was upset. She took the tweet down. I don't know. I can't speak for her. I don't know.
And the next day to that, the Los Angeles Times reported that 5 women were accusing Franco of inappropriate exploitive behavior during the period where Franco was serving as their acting teacher or mentor. One former student even stipulated that Franco would make everybody think that there were possibilities of work in the acting department in the future for them, and that's why they had to go through everything that they are actually going through with him. And then another alleged student said that Franco had weird kind of classes where he performed and they performed, if you know what I mean, in a scene to kind of replicate what's going on in the movie industry, for example, in some really intimate kind of scenes, if you know what I mean. But the charges were disputed then by his lawyer. So during the same year, Buzzy Phillips also came out and said that Franco violently shoved her to the ground while on the set of Freaks and Geeks. And on 2019, 2 former students filed a lawsuit against him and his partners. According to the New York Times, the complaint alleged that the program was little more than a scheme to provide him and his male collaborators with a pool of young female performers that they could take advantage of. The case claimed that pupils were subjected to exploitation, audition, and film shoots. and had to sign away their rights to the recordings. On February 2021, it was reported that the lawsuit was settled and that according to the documents filed on February 11th, both students had agreed to drop their individual claims and the deal was submitted for preliminary court approval. They were then settled to Franco paying $2.2 million to resolve two different legal disputes. One by the two women who cited sexual exploitation, who received $894,000, and another class action plaint by approximately 1,500 people, Studio 4 students who maintain that they were defrauded. And in February 2021, actress Charlene Wee was on the set of The Disaster Artist with Franco, and after she discovered all of the allegations, she tried to quit the movie, but the filmmakers came to her with a bigger role offer. We, at that point, viewed this entanglement as an attempted bribe, and a month later, Rogan commented and expressed doubts that he would ever work with Franco again. Then, in the same year, in December, Franco gave his first interview in 4 years, where he appeared on an episode of the Jess Cagle podcast. He finally admits to having relationships with some of his students and that he has been in treatment since 2016. However, he did not address other forms of sexual harassment. Then in August 2022, Franco was cast as Fidel Castro in Alina in Cuba, a casting decision that was supported by Fidel Castro's daughter. In conclusion, James Franco is a great actor, performer, entertainer, and all that you want, and his name is forever located at 6838 Hollywood Boulevard, where his star resides on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But his deviances kept him in a dark place through a lot of years. He caused serious trauma to people in the same industry as him, and in the eyes of the law, he already paid for his mistakes. He made such a big appearance and had such a big influence in the entertainment industry, and his achievements were so immense. People started to stick his image to the actual person, and that made his downfall even deeper. And after a long time of disappearance from the screen, I'll probably guess that he's gonna be back on the screens in a little bit now that everything is settled, and it's all gonna be up to the viewers to actually grow from whatever they feel about this actor in particular. This was a heavy video to make, huh? But super interesting, super interesting, because for the longest time I've always asked myself, what happened to James Franco? I knew him from Spider-Man, from other movies in general, but other than that, like for a few years we were like, yeah, what actually happened to the guy? And now I guess we know, sadly. Thank you for sticking with me until the end of the video, and if you're still here, comment pineapple in the comments down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell as hard as you can to let you know on my next videos, and one might be about a bald-headed guy in the entertainment industry. Thanks for watching.